Hello everyone. So today we will discuss the topic of multiplexer. Okay. So this is a pure example of combinational circuit. Okay. It is a pure example of a combinational circuit, and this particular circuit is mainly used in the case of switching mechanisms. That means, suppose whenever if you want to use a digital switch, then you can select this particular circuit in the place of a digital switch. Why? Because this multiplexer is a circuit which performs the switching mechanism among the inputs what we are going to supply. Okay, this allows the digital information from several sources to be routed into a single output line. Very important. You will have here 2 power n inputs, and you will have only a single output. So this is the representation of multiplexer 2 power n cross 1. Okay, so this multiplexer is a digital switch which performs the switching mechanism of 2 power n inputs, and it will show only one output at an instant of time. Okay, so the selection of particular input line is controlled by a set of selection lines. So what I am saying is, generally this 2 power n cross 1 is the representation of the multiplexer, where this n is called as your number of selector inputs, which helps us to select which input is to be taken at your output. Okay, among these 2 power n inputs, only one input will be taken at your output, and that particular selection of input is done by the selector inputs. Okay, so in the 2 power n into 1, this n is called as the number of selector inputs in that particular multiplexer. Okay, see, normally there will be 2 power n input lines, where the small n is called as number of selection lines. Okay, whose the selections line will determine the which input is selected. Okay, so generally if you see that, generally this will be a multiplexer. Suppose if you have two inputs here, you will have one output, consider it as y. So 2 means 2 power 1, right? So this power indicates number of selector inputs. So here you take one more input called as selector input. This is your selector input, yes. Okay, selector input S, and these two are your outputs. Let us consider them as A comma B. For the time being, consider them as A comma B. Now what I am saying is, internally it consists of switches. Internally it consists of switches. You know what is a switch? Okay, internet consists of switches like this. Okay, depending on the value of S, any one of the two output inputs will be taken to output. Suppose if S is equal to 0, the first switch, this will be off, then directly A will be passed through output, and you will get Y is equal to A. B will be open, so no open means no connection will be there, so B will be remain as it is. A will be closed, this switch will be closed, so that A will be directly passed into the output side. Suppose if S is equal to 1, then A will remain open and B will close. Okay, A will be open like this as it is, and this B will close. So B will close means directly B will pass into the output, and you will get Y is equal to B. Okay, so internally what it is having is, internally they're existing in switching mechanism, and this n number of selector lines, these lines will decide which input is taken at your output. Okay, the selector lines are very important. Unless the selector lines are not there, you cannot generate output in a multiplexer. The output of multiplexer is purely depending on the n number of selector lines. Very, very important point. Okay. In the entire representation as 2 power n cross 1, 2 power n cross 1, this small n is your selector inputs. These selector inputs will decide which input among these 2 power n should be taken at your output. That is the condition. Okay, clear? Now let us see the block diagram. See, 2 power n inputs will be there. Always the inputs will be in the form of 2 power n. Among this small n will be the number of selector lines. Suppose if you have 8 inputs here, where 8 can be written as 2 cube, then you will have 3 selector inputs. Suppose if you have 4 inputs here, where is 4 is written as 2 square, where small n value is equal to 2, then you will have 2 inputs here. Okay, when you have 2 power n number of inputs, automatically you will have small n number of selector inputs here bottom. And remember that always you will have only one output for multiplexer. Okay, recently what I have said, I said that each and every line will consist of like switch. Okay, each and every input will be in a form of like switch, like this it will be. Okay, you will have switches, and all these switches are linked to your output. Okay, and depending on these values, the respective switches will be closed or open. Okay, they will close or open depending on these values. These considered inside switches will be on and off, and then this circuit will generate the respective output. Okay, remember that what is the output to be done, what is the output that we need to get, that will be decided by this one selector inputs. The name itself, it is that select. What it will select, it will select one among these 2 power n which is to be transmitted towards your output side. These selector inputs will decide which among these 2 power n inputs to be taken to this output side. Okay, only one among 2 power n will be taken towards output side, and that one will be selected by these selector lines. Okay, I hope it is clear for you. Okay, I'm again saying, listen carefully. The entire operation is purely based on these selector inputs only. These selector inputs will select one input among these 2 power n inputs which is to be transmitted towards the output side. Clear? And in order to make this circuit on, we need enable input. That already we know. We have seen in encoder, decoder, right? So enable is nothing but it is used to on and off the circuit, but the pure operation is starting from this part. These selector inputs will help this circuit to select one among these inputs, and that one is to be transmitted from to the output side. Okay. Next, suppose if you take 4 into 1 multiplexer. So 4 into 1 multiplexer means you will have 4 inputs and 1 output. What is 4? 2 square. So 2 square into 1. So if we carefully observe here, what is the value of n? 2. So you will have 2 selector inputs. See here, S0 and S1. Based upon these selector inputs, among these 4, any one will be taken into output. So how the sequence is, when as we are having 2 input set selector inputs, we will have 4 combinations: 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 1. So for the first input combination 0 0, first input will be observed at your output. For second input combination 0 1, second input will be taken as output. For third input combination 1 0, third input is taken to output, and for fourth combination, fourth input is taken to output. So for each and every combination, see this S0, S1, S0, S1 are the deciders. These are the deciders which among these 4 to be taken at your output. If S0 and S1 both are 0, 0, you will see the first input. What is first input? D0 at your output. When the second combination, that means S0 and S1 are 0, 1, you will see second input, that is D1 at your output side. Suppose if it is third combination like 1, 0, you will see third input like D2 at your output side. Suppose if it is 1, 1, then you will see fourth input. Fourth input means D3 at your output side. Okay, these are all your output values, value of Y. That is the meaning of this table. Okay, so how can you draw a diagram? S0 and S1, these two are complementary forms, and we have given 4 inputs, and based upon these, internally it will consist of AND gates which act as switches here, and it will take into OR gate. Okay, see, suppose if S0 and S1 both are 0, 0, both are 0, 0, then these 3 gates will be disconnected. These 3 gates will be disconnected. Only you will get D0, and D0 will be given here, and that D0 is passed through this, and you will get Y is equal to D0. Disconnected means you will get here outputs 0. So when you perform addition, D0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. So 0 plus anything will be that anything only. So you will get Y equal to D0. So 1 among the 4 is taken. 1 among the 4, which is 1? D0. D0 is directly brought to your output side. When S0 and S1 both are 0, 0. This combination, you got Y is equal to D0. Like that. For second combination 0, 1, that means S0 is 0 and S1 is 0, 1 combination. This one will be activated and these 3 will be disconnected. These 3 will be disconnected, so that you will have here 0, you will have here 0, you will have here 0, and here you will get 1. That is D1. Then D1 plus 0 plus 0, directly will get here D1 as it is. Okay, that is the meaning here. Like that, for each and every instant of this S0 and S1, each and every instant of this S0 S1, 1 among the 4 will be given like this. Okay, this is the block diagram, this is the logic diagram, this is truth table. Very, very important. Okay, please look over this. Okay, next, the same concept, how to perform expanding of multiplexers. The same concept we have seen in decoders, cascading. So here also it is nothing but cascading. Okay, so see here. So by using 4:1 multiplexer, how to design 8:1? See, I draw one 4:1 multiplexer. 4 inputs are there, A0 to A3. So 4 inputs means 2 selector lines will be there, S0 and S1. Likewise, for second multiplexer also 4 inputs will be there, and 2 selector inputs will be there. So how I will cascade means, I will combine this S1 and this S1, and I will combine this S0 and this S0, and I will tie them, and I will take common S1 and S. I will tie them and take it as common S0, common S1. So whenever we are making tying, then obviously these will be in adding position. Whenever we are performing cascading, that means tying of inputs, then these 4 inputs and these 4 inputs will add. So 4 plus 4, you will get 8. So we got 8 inputs. And for this, you will have one input, one output outside. For this, you will have one output outside. So connect them and tie with connect with an OR gate. So we'll get one single output as Y. So one output we got. So 8 inputs we got, A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7. Total 8 inputs are there. One output is there. And you should have observed that When you are having 8 inputs, obviously you should have 3 selector inputs. Why? Because 8 is nothing but 2 cube. Okay, 8 in the sense it is nothing but 2 cube. So obviously you should have 3 selector inputs. But right now we are having only these two. Why? Because we tied only 2 and we need 1. So what you are doing is, there will be one enable pin for this one. There will be one enable pin this one. Take these two and tie it as S2, the third sector input, and add an inverter, because if this will be in on state, this should be in off state. Why? Because output should be only 1 for us. Suppose if this is 1, obviously it must be 0. So that 1 plus 0 is equal to, we'll get 1 as an answer. That means if second multiplexer is in on state, this should be in off state. If first multiplexer is in on state, this should be off state. That means the operation should be like zigzag operation. If first one is on, second one should be off. If second one is on, first one should be off. So that you please add inverter. So that suppose if you supply S2 is equal to 0, that 0 will be slightly passed through this line and this will become off. And the same 0 will pass through this line and here inverter is there, so it will become 1 here and this will be non-state. Okay, I am saying that suppose if we are taking S0, S2 equal to 0, this 0 will pass through this and it will become 1 and 1 will pass through this. When enable equal to 1, circuit will be in on. The same 0 will pass like this and enable equal to 0 means it will be off state. So 1 is off, 1 is on. So you will get only the output of this one. Get your output. You won't get this because it is in off state. Suppose if you take S equal to 1, S2 equal to 1, this 1 will pass here. Here it will comes as 0. As it is 0 is passing here, enable equal to 0 means it is in off state. The entire circuit is off. And the same 1 will be transferred here. And here it will be an on state. So this output will pass through this and you will get Y equal to output of this one. So in order to have this mechanism, please see that one enable input is, the other is reverse to each other. So add inverter in any one, either you can add here or you can add here, no problem. You can add inverter anywhere, but adding of inverter is must and should. Okay, so if you see that total we are having 3 sector inputs, 8 inputs, 1 output. So it is the pro forma of 8:1 multiplexer. Okay, clear? Next there is a topic called as implementation of combinational logic using MUX. So what is MUX? The shortest form of multiplexer. The shortest form of multiplexer is called as MUX. So please don't confuse. Multiplexer can be called as MUX also. So how to realize this particular logic functions using the MUX? So let us see an example. So these are steps regarding this, but it is better to see with a problem so that it can easily understood. Okay, so this is the first example. Implement the Boolean function using 8:1 multiplex or 8:1 MUX. So the given expression is, because the given expression is SOP. It is clearly observing that summation M. So SOP. And number of input variables, how many here? 3. So in multiplexer concept, when you find f of like this, these are your selector inputs. Please remember, whenever you find f of like this, these implements your selector inputs. Therefore, the number of n selector inputs is equal to 3 in this question. Therefore, what is required for us? As n is equal to 3, if you substitute n is equal to 3 in the representation of multiplexer, what is representation of multiplexer? 2 power n into 1. If you substitute n is equal to 3, you will get 8 into 1. Yes or not? If you substitute n is equal to 3 in this particular representation, you will get 8 into 1 as your answer. So please verify your question whether they asked this multiplexer or not. Yes, they asked the same multiplexer. See here, they asked the same multiplexer here. Okay, they have given 8 into 1 as it is. So the question, the asked multiplexer is satisfying the given condition. What is given condition? N equal to 3. So n equal to 3 means we need 8 into 1 multiplexer for representation. So they ask 8 into 1 as it is. So no problem for us. Directly we can draw 8 into 1 multiplexer first. First draw 8 into 1 multiplexer. See here, you draw an 8 into 1 multiplexer. Take inputs like 0, 1, 2, 3 till 7. Total you will have 8 inputs here and 1 output as Y. And having 8 inputs means how many selector lines you will have? 3. Why? Because 8 is nothing but 2 cube. So take 3 here, S1, S2, S3 and 1 enable. Okay. And what are the given names here? A, B, C. A, B, C are the names given for your selector inputs. So assign the names A, B, C. And you should connect the given cell numbers. You should connect the given pin numbers with 1. Why? Because it is SOP. Suppose if POS is given, you should connect all this with 0. Okay, as it is SOP, connect given numbers with 1. So see here 1, next 3, next 5, and then 6. All these are linked with 1. And the remaining you can leave as it is or you can connect with 0. Okay, the remaining, what are the remaining? 0, 2, 4, 7. 0, 2, 4, 7. You can either leave them alone or you can connect them with 0. No problem. Okay, but remember that the asked numbers should be tied up with 1 as it's SOP. That's it. Very easy. First we verify whether the given verify whether the asked multiplexer is satisfying with the given question or not. The given question consists of n is equal to 3. So substitute n equal to 3 in representation of multiplexer. The representation of multiplexer is 2 power n into 1. If I substitute n is equal to 3, then I will get 8 into 1. Now I will verify my question whether they asked the same or not. Yeah, they asked same. See, same. So no problem. Directly you draw one 8 into 1 multiplexer. Connect the given pins with 1. Why? Because the given question is SOP. And the remaining cells you can take with 0 or you can leave empty. No problem. And take 3 selector lines S1, S2, S3. Already they have given the names like ABC. So assign the names as ABC. That's it. Very, very easy. Suppose if the condition is satisfied, here 3n are there. So this is satisfied. Suppose if condition is not satisfied, that means this value of n is not satisfying this asked multiplexer. In that case, how to solve the problem? Okay, let us see an example. Okay, see, carefully observe. Here the number of terms or number of selector inputs n value is equal to 3. Substitute n equal to 3 in representation of multiplexer 2 power n into 1. Then what you will get here? 8 into 1. Now we verify whether the asked multiplexer is 8 into 1 or not. Verify. No. The asked question is 4 into 1. But the original multiplexer is 8 into 1. But they asked 4 into 1. So condition not satisfied. Why? Because the original multiplexer is different. The asked multiplexer is different. So what you need to do? First you need to draw a table which consists of cells like this. Okay, you assign the names. Take 4 names like D0. They asked 4 inputs, right? They asked 4 inputs. So take 4 inputs: D0, D1, D2, D3. Right? Next, write the numbers. Normal numbers, not cell numbers, normal numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not K-map. Once again, I am reminding you, this is not K-map. This normal table. 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that you fill up. And you select any one from these two. Select any one. I am selecting A. So this is A and this will be A bar. The two combinations of a single literal is A and A bar. Okay. Now the given numbers to be rounded. Round 1, round 3, round 5, and round 6. Now you should write the values. What is the value of D naught? Verify the column of D naught when all the cells are rounded. This is rounded, this is rounded. Then the value is 1. Remember that when all the cells are rounded, the value is 1. Next, what is value for D1? If only one among the two are rounded, take the value of rounded one. What is the value of rounded one? A bar. Here, the value is taken as A. Why? Because the A is rounded. The cell representing A is rounded. So here A. And what is the answer for D3? When a column consists of not rounded, none of the T's two are rounded, so it is 0. Okay. When both are rounded like this, it is 1. When any one among the two is rounded, take the answer for rounded one. So here A bar, so here A. Suppose none of the two are rounded, answer is 0. So the answer will be D naught is 1, D1 is A bar, D2 is A, D3 is 0. Okay. So by using those particular values, you should mention, okay, 1 A bar A 0. Remember them. 1 A bar A 0. So draw a time. They asked 4:1, right? So 4:1. I took 4 inputs D0, D1, D2, D3. So when we are having 4 inputs, obviously you will have 2 selector lines, S0 and S1. So as I took 1 input for this table, the remaining 2 will be acted as sector lines. So take B comma C. And the answers what it is here, D0 it is 0, D1 it is 1, D2 it is A, D3 is A bar. Okay. So what I am doing here is, see, just I will add the previous step so that it is easily understand for you. Okay, what I have drawn a table like this. Okay, with 8 spaces like this. Okay, and I assigned here D0, assign here D1, here assign D2, here assign D3, and I selected A, the first input. You can take any one, B, C, that's your wish. I took A, so I will have the two combinations like A and A bar. Like, right? And then see here, as we're having here 3, you will have total 8 combinations, right? So right here from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Total you are having 8, right? Now round up the numbers. 1 is given, 3 is given, next 5 is given, and then 6 is given. Okay, you take this one as A. Okay, take like this. Why? Because the first combination will be 0, right? So take this as A bar and here it is A. Now see here, Now see, so when both are leaving empty, your value is 0. When both are circled, it is 1. When any one of it is circled, take the answer of circled one. So take A. And here you will get A bar. So the answer is 0, 1, A bar. So this is the second step. What is first step? Identification of number of selector inputs. Okay. Now for D0, the answer is 0. So assign 0 for D0. And for D1, answer is 1. So assign 1 for D1. For D2, answer is A. Assign A for D2. And D3 answer is A bar. So assign here A1. And the two selector inputs what we have taken is B comma C. Why? Because we have taken A and converted this A into inputs. So BC will be left alone. Take this BC as your names of selector inputs. That's it. Okay, like that you need to first convert or reduce the given form into a normal form by this table and then draw the final diagram. Okay, so let us see one more example so that it will be clearly understood for you. See here, see this. As per the question, the number of selector inputs n is equal to 4. Substitute this n is equal to 4 in the representation of multiplexer. What is representation of multiplexer? 2 power n into 1. So suppose if you substitute n equal to 4, you should have 16 into 1. 2 power 4 is 16. You verify whether the given question is this one or not. The given question is 8:1, but the original one is 16 into 1. Both are not satisfying. Okay, this is the original one, but this is the asked one. So both are not satisfying. So you should go with the simplification of table. So first you draw a table, right? Next, how many inputs you should have? 8 inputs you should have. So write D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, and D7. Okay, total 8 inputs. 8 inputs. Start numbering 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now round up the given numbers. What are the round up numbers? 0 is given, 1 is given, 3 is given, next 4 is given, next 8 is given, 9 is given, and last 15 is given. So I have rounded the given numbers. Select any one. Select any one from the given 4. I select the same A. So this line will be the A bar and this line will be the A. Now write down the answers. What is the answer for D0? Both are rounded means 1. And what is the answer for D1? Both are rounded means 1. And what is the answer for D2? No one is rounded, so 0. And what is the answer for D3? Only 1 is rounded. So take the answer for rounded one. So it is A bar. And what is the answer for D4? Same, A bar. And what is the answer for D5? None of them is rounded. So you will get answer as 0. And what is the answer for D6? None of them is rounded. So you will get 0. So what is answer for D7? Only one is rounded. That answer is A. So like that, you need to find all the 8 answers. Okay, you got the answers like 110, A bar, 00 A. Okay, now you can directly frame the diagram. So draw like this. Okay, see 110 A 00 A. Okay, 110 A bar 00 A. Okay, these are the values. So 1 means directly I took 1 here, and next 0 means D2 D5 D6 will be 0. That's why I linked to 0, and D7 is A, directly I took A. D3 D4 both are A bar, so I took complement of A and given for these two. Like this I connected, and I written 8 inputs, 3 outputs. As I took A, I converted this A into normal input. Therefore, the remaining will be BCD. These BCD will be given for the 3 sector inputs, and you will have only one particular output. Okay. So like this, you can convert the original multiplexer into the asked one. Okay. This implementation is very, very important. Okay. So please learn this concept of multiplexer. So again, I am saying the multiplexer is nothing but it is a digital switch. Okay, we have many names of multiplexer. A multiplexer can be called also called as a digital switch. Next, many to one selector and data selector. These are all the different names. Why? Because so why it is called digital switch? Because the switching mechanism is existing in the circuit. Then what is our other name? Data selector. Why it is called data selector? We are having n number of inputs and you are selecting any one of the input and taking to outside. Okay, you are selecting one among the 2 power n inputs and that one is to be transferred to output. Therefore, it is called data selector. Next, it is called as many to one selector. Why it is called many to one? You are having many inputs and one among the many inputs is seen at your output side. So we have the other names as digital switch, many to one selector, data selector. Okay, right? So mostly we use multiplexers in the switching concepts. Okay, clear? And the operation of this particular multiplexer is purely depending on the selector inputs. Until unless the selector inputs are given, the circuit won't work. Depending on the several combinations of selector inputs, one among the 2 power n normal inputs will be transferred to the output side. Okay, so this is about your multiplexer. And in the next session, we will again meet with a new topic with the demultiplexer, the reverse operation of this multiplexer. We will see in the next video. So I hope the session is understood by you. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me, or either you can post in the comment section. And thank you and have a nice day, and we will meet soon.